the top of the mountain. Now this is everything prior is coming down to this moment, and it's us introducing the concepts of shadowboxing. Now, I would argue that shadowboxing is top two most important aspects of becoming a good boxer. And that's the beauty of boxing, is if you become good at shadowboxing and purposeful with boxing, it's a training tool of boxing that you can apply anywhere and everywhere. I'm not saying to be that guy, but you see them people in the gym, they finish their set, bah, 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 they're throwing around. If they're being conscious about what they're doing, they're actually practicing their boxing. I'm walking down the road and I'm that obnoxious guy, bah, bah. I'm just throwing punches. I'm not throwing them for the sake of them. I'm constantly reinforcing these things that I'm trying to get good at. And that's the beauty of boxing. It's zero equipment, anytime, any place, anywhere. You can be practicing the skill of boxing through the technique of shadowboxing. In saying that, your shadowboxing has to be done purposefully. You have to be conscious of what you're doing, why you're doing it, in a position where you're visualizing threat, visualizing what an opponent may be doing, and applying reasoning to why you're doing what you're doing, right? Now that's a more advanced concept. What we'll be touching on is just bringing blocks 1 to 4 together. Now, we're thinking about, when I move, am I maintaining my shape and my posture? When I throw my punch, am I using the correct mechanics of my punch? And then when I bring the two together, does one turn to shit, more or less? Because as soon as we start bringing multiple concepts together, form tends to turn to shit, and that's fine. But that's the good thing about shadowboxing. It can highlight those weaknesses and help you improve yourself if you're conscious enough to self-review. Anyway, let's actually start applying these ideas of shadowboxing. So it would be really easy, and all I want moving forward at this level is to create a new position, i.e. be in a new location, and then throw a collection of punches. 1 to 4 punches. There'll be a file that's going to give you some options, but your first step in shadowboxing on this course is to end up in a new location, throw a collection of punches, and then apply defensive responsibility with your recoil after the fact. So reset. So it's move, punch, reset. That's our only standard of shadowboxing for now. So I'll show you, let's do a minute of moving around. I'll be pretty non-verbal, and I'll show you what I want your shadowboxing to look like, and there'll be a sheet you can follow along as well. So I'll be non-verbal, and I'll just show you a minute or so of what good entry-level shadowboxing should look like. Right? Not going crazy. Maximum 4. Right? But again, I want you to understand why you're shadowboxing at this level, what the purpose of it is. And again, that's getting used to moving, punching, resetting, keeping good form and structure. Right now, you are not necessarily visualizing threat or how to apply defensive strategy or set trap, anything of that sort. This is level 1 shadowboxing, right? Don't overcomplicate the shit.